Sadly, 21-year-old DeAndrea Ford was never seen again. A beautiful young woman abducted and is now presumed dead just days before testifying for a terrible murder. What's up, my urban crimers? I got a crazy story out of Houston, Texas for you guys. This is 21-year-old DeAndrea Ford, a young woman from East Houston, Texas, who is just getting started on this thing called life. Now, after leaving countless dead-end jobs, DeAndrea would turn to dancing in order to support her family and son. She would begin working at Diva's Bikini Bar and Grill in East Houston, Texas, and also would do private parties on the side for extra money. Okay, so back in May of 2023, DeAndrea and her friend were both victims to a horrible robbery gone wrong after they both went to a private party to dance. 35-year-old Otis Parks had set up the play and brought DeAndrea and her friend to the party. Now, when it was time for them to split the money, for some odd reason, Otis refused to give her friend, Kitiana, her cut. This would lead to a heated argument between the two. Now, Kitiana was pissed that she did not get her cut. She would then text her boyfriend in order to set up a plot to rob Otis while they were all headed home. Around 4:25 a.m., the three would arrive at a home on Selinsky Road in Houston, Texas. Kitiana would exit the vehicle, and that's when they were suddenly ambushed by three masked men who brandished weapons and demanded that they gave up the cash that they had made for the night. DeAndrea wasn't going for it, so she refused, and that's when the men will open fire, barely missing her, but hitting Otis. Sadly, Otis would die from his injuries. Thankfully, DeAndrea would escape the horrific shooting, and due to her successful escape, she would become a key eyewitness in the tragic case. After a thorough investigation, police would actually discover that her own friend, Kitiana, was the person who set up the robbery. And after questioning, y'all already know, Kitiana sang like a bird, and she gave up all three suspects who fired the weapons on that tragic night. Okay, so let's fast forward to September 21st, 2023, one day before trial. DeAndrea will go to work at her normal time, and she also will have a successful night at the club. She had court the next morning in the case of her robbery, where she had to point out the people who tragically tried to end her life and also kill her dear friend, Otis Parks. Surveillance picked up DeAndrea talking to a Hispanic man at the bar after her shift, before leaving and getting into a white van. DeAndrea was sitting in the passenger seat of the white van for an hour before the van left the parking lot. Sadly, 21-year-old DeAndrea Ford was never seen again. DeAndrea's family believe her abduction and presumed death is connected to the case of Otis Parks. What do you think? Leave your thoughts in the comments.